May 26, 2020. In dreams, I was shown a plane and people preparing some rustic stretchers. I saw how many prepared these stretchers and I asked, why this? I was told, observe. I observed and saw how these people finished the stretchers and put one person on them. Some put father, mother, sons, daughters, friends, or someone they loved to be able to take them. I saw them begin their race. The aim was to cross the plain, and they began to climb a path towards the mountain. I saw that crossing the plain was practically easy, but when they began to climb, I saw the great effort made by those who were dragging these stretchers. While they were making this great effort, I was told, observe those who go on the stretchers. I observed and saw that they were very calm and relaxed. Some read books, others with their cell phone, others ate. Well, they were calmly unconcerned. I asked, can they walk? He replied, yes. So I said, why don't they get off these stretchers then? I was told, tell them to do it. So I did. I went to them, the ones who were carrying the stretchers, and I told them, don't drag those stretchers with these people anymore. You are leaving your vitality here. When they don't even care about your effort, they could walk and, well, take turns with you, but they just care to be comfortable, carefree, while you do the heavy lifting. They are not worthy of being carried. As I said this, some of those who were dragging the stretchers looked at me and with more force continued to drag the stretchers. Others argued with the one they were carrying on the stretcher so that he would stop being a participant of the effort of others. And two of them immediately dropped the stretchers. I saw that those who continued with the stretchers on their backs, dragging with the person on it, did not take long when they collapsed and fell to the ground in agony. When this happened, those who were on the stretchers that they were carrying got up and ran down the mountain, fleeing the duty of having to help the one who was carrying them and who was now dying. After this, I saw those who were arguing, the one who carried the stretcher with whom was on the stretcher. I saw that the one who was carrying the stretcher asked the one on the stretcher to help him, but this one, the one on the stretcher, got up from it and said, how dare you tell me to pass this work? I'm here because of your pleas. But pass work? Don't even think about it. Saying this, I saw that those who were on the stretchers and were arguing began their way down the mountain. Then I looked at those who had dropped the stretchers. I heard them say to those on the stretchers, we're taking you here. Now you're going on your own. Those on the stretchers answered, how? We cannot. To which they replied, if you did not learn on the path that we take you, we're sorry. But we will not disobey God's order. We will not take you anymore. I saw then that those carrying these two stretchers continued on their way, and angels were commissioned to help them climb the mountain, and I saw them happy. The two who remained on the stretchers, I heard them say, let's go after them. They got up, and I saw them go up a stretch, but soon the heat and exhaustion pushed them back, and they ran down the mountain, and I didn't see them anymore. Soon I saw a group of 10 people walking up happily, talking, helping each other. They shared the bread they carried, a jug of water, and those they went up quietly and continued their way to the mountain. When they passed in front of me, I observed them. Their faces reflected peace, tranquility, hope, and love. They went on the road enjoying the beautiful teachings of God's word, and they rejoiced in them raised the standards in their life and did not allow themselves to lower them. They ran to the goal to reach it, and angels were commissioned to help them in their arduous walk. It was wonderful to see that scene. It was to see a piece of heaven here on earth. Soon a rainbow surrounded that mountain, and a very bright light settled on it, and its light was so bright that I could hardly see the mountain. There the scene changed, and I was taken to a city. I saw chaos in it. People wandered in the streets, looking for food and something of immediate need, but this was not found. I saw them with horrified faces while I was walking through that ruined city. I found some of those who I saw coming down the mountain. They were lying in a corner asking for help that never reached them. The scene changed again, and I was taken to a place where I saw a man who preached to others. It was an eminence in preaching. I saw him finish the subject, and I saw him go home. So I was told, enter that house, you must be a witness. I walked in. I saw the man seducing young girls and young women. I saw that if one of them refused, this took her by force. They were crying and scared. I saw Bibles thrown on the floor in the struggle, and blood in some part of the floor and furniture in that house. I spoke to the man and said, leave them, don't hurt them. Aren't you a Christian? He looked at me and took me by the arm, and he did violence to me to shut me up. I told the ladies who were there, get out now that you can. But they laughed and said to me, don't you know that whoever enters here does not leave without being his wife? I couldn't hear what their lips were saying and their conformity to stay there. I looked the man in the eye and said, Lord, protect me. Immediately everything changed, and I was outside the house, and my eyes were opened, and I saw that that house was surrounded by evil beings. These were many, and protected everything that was abominable. I exclaimed, Lord, get me out of here. Get me out of here, please. I was taken out by his love and mercy from that place. Then I was suspended in the air. I saw many cities that I was taken to observe. That was terrible. And I saw evil beings in every part of them. I saw them walking after people within people, fused with them, in the streets of all those cities, in the buildings, in the houses. And I said, oh Lord, they've already invaded everything. He replied, it is so, and whoever knowingly remains in them will be their prey. It was horrible, beloved, to see all those evils and to see that the people who were there felt calm without knowing that so many evils surrounded them. I said, Lord, with this there is no escape. What will we do? He replied, come on, fear not. Now is their time, and this will be very short. Darkness will reign a little before light comes, and then it will all end forever. Now is the time to finish preparing those who will bring the light to them. Come on, go to yours and tell them like this, that each one watches over his soul. Get right with God. Do not turn left or right. Very soon, the real people of the eternal, the one who lives forever, will shine in all its splendor in the world, and many will join the ranks of salvation. Strive to be part of them. Do not do anything that is not approved by God, and you will achieve it. This will not shine by their own light, but the power from above will be upon them, and no evil host will be able to stop them. Be strong and brave. There I woke up, dear brothers, praying to the Lord that it be so, that we take advantage of this time of preparation with God, together with God. May He be the one who instructs us, because He wants to instruct His people. Let us drink from the pure source, from the living water that comes from Jesus Christ. May the Lord bless us all.